Breaking. We have signed this man. Bayern Munich have signed Matthias de Ligt. So let's get right into this breaking news. It will be around 70 million plus 10 million and add-ons, it's believed to be. Matthias de Ligt will be signing for Bayern on a 5-year deal until 2027. So that's quite a long contract from 2022 to 2027. And let's get right into my reaction to this transfer. So firstly, I would like to say that 70 million plus 10 million in add-ons is a lot for a centre-back, and especially someone like De Ligt, who hasn't been the most consistent at Juventus. Yes, he was great at Ajax, but that was 3 years ago. We are in the now, we are in the present, we are Bayern, and we need the highest quality from day one, so I'm not sure if De Ligt will be able to deliver on this price tag. Furthermore, Bayern Munich just sold Robert Lewandowski. We sold him for 50 million, but we're also getting an extra 10 million next summer. This De Ligt transfer represents a significant amount of our summer budget, therefore. It's the Lewandowski replacement has gone into this De Ligt budget. It's no question that De Ligt's deal was held up just to wait for the Lewandowski sale to finalise, to wait for Bayern to guarantee to get those funds in. But is it really prudent for Bayern to spend 70 and 80 million on the centre-back when we don't have a defined striker? We'll be playing with no number 9 in the team next year. I'm not sure it's great squad planning from Brazo and co. I'm not sure Bayern should have done this. I'm not sure De Ligt is even needed. Yes, maybe he will improve the team, but will he improve the team as much as, say, a true number 9 striker came in? I don't think he will. So history will say about this transfer, but I'm not sure it's good from this perspective, from the context that we won't be replacing Lewandowski now. This is probably it. This is perhaps our largest transfer deal ever, after Lucas Hernandez. And spending another huge outlay on the centre-back, is it really wise? We saw that Lucas Hernandez, he's been decent, but he has never been a Bayern record standing calibre. He hasn't been worth that 80 million euros, in my opinion, and I don't think De Ligt will be either. But points for why this is a good transfer and why I think that Bayern made this transfer and why it really makes sense is De Ligt is 21, 22. He has so much experience already. He's already a proven leader, and he will be a captain in this team along with Kimmich in the future, in the next 5 to 10 years. But also with his young age, he's able to play for 10 plus years. And that means that this transfer fee, while it's high at the moment, it actually might only be about 8 million a season as a transfer fee, say he plays here for 10 years. Or we may recoup a transfer fee in 5 years. In the prime of his life, he might sell for another 80 million or 100 million. So from this point of view, it's actually a very financially viable deal. And for example, it's much better than the deal of Louis to Barcelona, who will not get a resale of Lewandowski, and he's already 34 years old. De Ligt is not, he's 22, so from this perspective, it makes sense. He's also a childhood fan. We saw with Lewandowski, we don't want players at the club who do not want to be here. And De Ligt being a childhood Bayern fan, of course he wants to be here, wants to play for Bayern. He gets Mia Samia, he gets the Bavarian identity, and that makes sense for him to come here. And he's even taken a salary cut, by all account, to join Bayern. A small salary cut, but a salary cut nonetheless. And this shows his desire to be here, and we need players like that. And that's where dressing room morale and team spirit is really cohesive and really strong. So I think this is very good from De Ligt. And finally, we need the fat boy in the team. We've sold Nicolas Sula, but one must know that you always need a chunky boy in the team. So De Ligt replaces him, and I think that he'll be a good replacement for Sula. And De Ligt, he probably should be our top centre-back now coming into the season. So even though I said before it might not be a big reinforcement, it still is a reinforcement, and it still should strengthen our back line. And if our attack can be firing on all cylinders, if we can get goals without that true number 9, our defence is assured to be sure in the upcoming season, and I think De Ligt will help provide this. We'll know more details later on, but this was my initial reaction to this transfer. I don't think it's worth the money, but I think that De Ligt will be very good for Bayern, and therefore it could be worth the money in hindsight, but we'll see. Let us know in the comments below what you think of De Ligt signing. Is he really worth the hype? Is he worth the money? Let me know.